Hi everybody, welcome back for another exciting day at Geno's Finds. In today's video, you're going to see this teapot by Port Merion, very pretty, and there's a little bit of a story to it. And you're also going to see this collector's bank, and there's another story to this too. I also bought about 10 or 12 other items during the day, so if you want to know how much I paid for these exciting items and why I picked them out, just sit there and don't go anywhere. Hey, I see one of you guys trying to get up. Sit back down. Okay, we're about to begin. Hi guys, we'll be leaving for the first Goodwill in a few minutes, but I wanted to show you this. If you guys remember, in last week's video, right at the beginning, I said you were going to see this salt and pepper shaker with Tweety and Sylvester. Well, throughout the whole video, you never saw them. Why? Because I goofed up. But in this week's video, I promise you you'll see them. But it also gave me inspiration for today's trivia question. In what year, were Tweety and Sylvester first paired in a cartoon? And as a bonus trivia, what was the name of that cartoon? Well, I'll tell you later on in the video. But for now, let's get thrifting. Well, here we are pulling up to the first store today. And I wonder if this is the store that you're going to see Tweety Bird and Sylvester. Well, maybe you'll see more than one. We'll see. Okay, so let's get inside. This first aisle had a couple of footballs on it. So I figured I might as well look up one and see what they were going for. This Wilson Nemesis they were asking $3.99, but it was only selling for $10. So I just put it back. Then I saw this metal truck. It said Granny's Homemade Pies. It was $6.99. I wasn't going to get it, but then look who's in the front seat. It's Tweety Bird. So I wanted to look it up, so it went in my cart. On this next row of the toy aisle, I saw this little car. It was cheap. I saw this teddy bear. Kind of looked like it was a homemade dress. But then I saw these rev-ups. They were $2.99. They were made by Hot Wheels. I looked them up. They were selling for $15. So they went in the cart. I walked on over to this aisle. The first thing I saw was this platter. It was rather cheap. So I just passed on it. Next I saw these Garfield Cups. They wanted $3.99 each for them. Are they crazy? But looky here, we got Sylvester with a boysenberry jar. It's $4.99. They're salt and pepper shakers. Well, I own them. The first thing I saw on this aisle that interested me was this boy and girl on a horse. It looked well made, but when I picked it up, it was just so cheap. I had to put it back. And then here it is, what we've all been waiting for. Sylvester and Tweety in a rowboat salt and pepper shakers. It was $4.99, and now it's mine. Well, I looked up Tweety Bird in the homemade pie truck. It was a bank, by the way, and it was going for over $35, so I definitely took that and took the rest of the toys and stuff and headed to the cashier. Well, it's time to head to the next Goodwill. So just sit back and enjoy, because this journey's not over yet. Oh, wait a minute. Now, last week, you guys went to lunch without me. So this week, I brought my own lunch. Hey, what is it? Okay, who took my lunch? Come on, fess up. Well, while I figure out who took my lunch, you guys head over to the next store. Well, here I am at the next Goodwill. I'm hungry, actually very hungry, but I'm not deterred, so I'm ready to head inside and find some good stuff. I was just walking around the store looking for something interesting, and then I spotted this Charlie the Chimp. This thing had some age. I remember it from years ago. It was only going for $2.98. I wanted to know more about it, so I put it in the cart. Quick update on that Charlie the Chimp toy. When I picked it up, I knew it had some age to it, but I wasn't quite sure how much. So when I got it home, I did a little research. What I found out is that it was made between the 1960s, early 1960s, and the early 1970s. So now all I had to find out is if it worked. So I put in 2D batteries,
And there he went, clinging the cymbals, and his eyes bulged out and his mouth opened. It was cute, but kind of annoying.
The world's most famous toy is back. Charlie the Chimp.
So I ended up putting it on eBay for $39.95 plus $10.95 shipping. And I got an offer for $24.95 plus $10.95 shipping. And remember, I only paid $2.98 for it. So I took the offer, and it just ended up to be a great deal. I'm sure the guy that's getting it's going to be happy, and I'm sure going to be happy with the money. Okay, now let's get back to the video.
Well, I started to head over to the other side of the store, because that's where all the glassware was. And I had pretty good luck here last week with the glassware, so I definitely wanted to take a look. So I started my search here. First thing I saw on this aisle were these hens. It was salt and pepper shakers. But somebody put a price tag of $12.98, so they were going back. Next up was this glass. Grab a tiger by the tail. It was $1.18. I passed on it. I kept going down the aisle. It was just average cups. Then I came across their section where they keep all their mugs. They had a lot of mugs out, but I wasn't finding any that interested me enough. So I had to pass and go to the next aisle. On this aisle I saw this slow eat dog food bowl, but when I looked at the price, $7.98, I figured my dog could continue to eat fast and wouldn't bother me. Next I saw these sport laces. They were $1.98, but they only went for $6 on eBay, so I left them. This was just some ice cube molds. Not for me. I put them back. On the shelf below, I saw this SpyTech GPS box. It's a case. It's a magnetic case. You put your GPS in here, and then you can stick it on someone's car and track them. It was pretty neat. They were going for $15, so I kept it. Well, I was tired of monkeying around at this store. Wow, you guys are a tough crowd. Well, I was going to hit one more store and then call it a day. Well, here we are at the last store of the day. I had a lot of fun today, and I hope you guys did too. It's not over yet, but we're getting towards the end. So let's get inside, because like I always say, there's no treasures out here. I wanted to start my search on this aisle, but as I got closer, I noticed on this end cap that there was this teapot, and it caught my eye, so I wanted to see who made it. It was by the Port Merion Company. Now this company is fairly famous for making these mini teapots, and they usually sell between $20 and $30. And since this was only $3.99, I put it in my cart.
Quick update on the Port Merion teapot. It sold for $16.95 plus $4.95 shipping. And remember, I only paid $3.99 for it, so it was a quick profit and a quick turnaround. Well, let's get back to the video.
I walked over to this aisle. The first thing I saw was this cup. It was elephants, 99 cents. It was cute, but how can I make any money on it? What could I get for it? $4 or $5? The rest of this aisle didn't seem to have much. Maybe you guys see something that interests you, but I wasn't seeing anything that interests me. So it was time for me to leave this aisle, so I just moved on. I walked over to their lamp aisle. I don't usually find much on their lamp aisle, but you never know. You have to look everywhere when you go to Goodwill. I saw some desk lights, some lamps without lampshades. There's a lampshade. There was a couple more desk lights. Nothing was really interesting me. And then I saw this Miller Lite rotating lamp. It was only $3.99. I figured I could get $20 for it, so I put it in the cart.
When I got that Miller Lite lamp home, I realized it didn't have a top to it. It's supposed to be shaped like a Miller Lite can, but there was no top to the can. So I figured I was going to have to throw it out, and that was going to be the end of it. But then I said, it still spins and it still lights up, so let's put it on eBay and see what happens. So I put it on eBay for $12.95 plus $9.95 shipping, or best offer, and a guy gave me an offer for $9. I said, I better take this offer before I lose it. So I took the offer, and I ended up maybe making $2 off a lamp that I was just going to throw in the garbage. So all in all, it turned out pretty well. Okay, now back to the video.
Look at this aisle, guys. It's just junk. Goodwill just threw all their stuff here. There was nothing of value. And the day was getting old, so it was time for me to go home. So I'll meet you guys in the car with an answer to a trivia question. Okay, guys. Well, it's time to go. But before I give you the answer to the trivia question, I just wanted to tell you guys this. I never found out who stole my lunch. And I'm going to be watching for you guys because I have my suspicions. You know, I could look for the guy with the ketchup stains, but I do know one thing. I want my French fries back. Okay, so here's the answer to the trivia question. Sylvester the Cat and Tweety Bird were merged into a movie for the first time in 1947. They both started out as individual characters. Sylvester the Cat started out in 1939, and Tweety Bird started out in 1942. Then some really smart guy had the idea of putting the two together, and the rest is history.
I thought I saw a pussycat. I did saw a pussycat. A pretty little pussycat.
Okay, if you enjoyed this video, remember to click the subscribe button, tell a friend, share this video on Facebook, but most of all, stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.